What's up guys, Game Straight here back into the video. Today's video is what if Riya told Lake and Al and Rosa Maria that she had the idol in episode 8. So let's begin then. So I think what would happen is Hunter and Ali and Carol have immunity at this point. So everyone normally votes for Lake, but Riya would just use her idol on her then. So the person who has the second most valid votes is James. So I think that James actually gets eliminated because Lake's doesn't want to vote for Aiden, and she's not really close to James at this point in the season. Episode 9. This is very similar. We're just replacing James with Carol. And usually it's just Hunter that wins immunity, as Carol normally gets injured because James calls her out for wanting to get rid of Aiden. But that wouldn't happen in this timeline. So there's no reason for Aiden to accidentally injure Carol. What would happen is how we decide who leaves. Well, I think this is just a single elimination for now. And what I think would happen is Carol wants to vote for Aiden, and Hunter and Ali work with Carol. And Riya, Lake, and Rosa Maria and Lake would ask Aiden to vote for Ali. And Riya would also go on with the vote because she'd have no reason to betray Lake at this point. She knows that Ali and Hunter are a power duo, and they're the last couple that's in the game. So Ali is eliminated. And this idea was by True Micro Croby. Thank you for your suggestion. Probably should have said it at the start of the video, but I forgot to say it. So, episode 10 then. This is the final 6 then. So normally they all try to team up on Hunter, so he still wins immunity. And what normally happens is Riya steals the stuff and flames it on Rosa Maria because James's phone gets stolen. But I think Riya would still be stealing everyone's stuff, but they wouldn't be aware of it because James isn't around. So Riya would decide who would she want to eliminate between these group of people. She wants to keep Carol because Carol would be a good vote to get rid of Aiden. So Carol and Hunter would vote for Aiden. Lake and Rosa Maria and Aiden decide to vote for Carol. So Riya could either cause a tiebreaker, or Riya could get rid of Carol. And I think for me, I think she would vote for Carol, because Riya would be aware in case it's a tiebreaker. In case it's a tiebreaker, they know what she would have. They know what she would have done. Lake and Aiden are very close. They would have known Riya would have flipped because Aiden wouldn't have been the type of person to flip. So I think she wouldn't want to risk it. In episode 11, the winner of the challenge is normally Aiden that wins immunity because they sabotage Hunter. But Rosa Maria doesn't want to do that. But I think Riya couldn't do her play on Rosa Maria because I think Riya still does her play on Rosa Maria. And I think Aiden would flip to vote for Rosa Maria, like normal. Even though they would be a lot closer, Riya would still do the play that she sabotaged everyone and framed her. So episode 12, Lake just replaces Riya. So Riya obviously knows that Lake and Aiden are very close and may choose each other in the end. It was a mistake to let Lake get this far. At this point in the challenge, normally I think the winner in episode 12 is... So the helpers then. Aiden gets James. Lake would get Rose Maria. Hunter gets Ali, and then Riya would get herself. So, I think out of the three, because Hunter was only actually Riya and Hunter have that alliance, but let's think about this. Would Riya vote for Hunter though? In this situation? Because he only got voted off because of the idol. So I think everyone would vote for Riya because she doesn't have the idol at this point. So they would just vote her off. Episode 12 then. This is a race to the end. So the helpers are the same. And Rosa Maria, I'm not quite sure who she would get. I'm going to say it's Connor. So I think that Hunter could get to the end because he's been in the finale before. So between Lake, Rosa Maria, and Aiden, I think Rosa Maria would get to the end before Aiden. And then fourth place between Lake and Aiden, who'd cross, would be Aiden. And Hunter would have a decision to make. Because Hunter would decide between Rosa Maria and the Lake who would he want to choose in the finale. And in his eyes, assuming the challenge, in his perspective, is just a challenge, I think he would rather face a Lake. So I think Rosa Maria is eliminated because she would be the bigger threat. And in this timeline, she's probably won more challenges. So I think he would get picked Lake to stay with him because they bonded in the merge. I think it was a very early merge when they merged. They bonded that a little bit before, of course, Hunter won by himself. So Hunter and Lake are the people in the finale, and of course, it's race to the end. It's very, very close. The race to the mountain each. So it's close, but I think the winner would be Hunter, personally. I think Hunter wins the season. Hunter is one of my favourite characters, so I think I'd actually have him win. But if you prefer, you could have Lake as an option. Thank you for the suggestion. I actually really like this one because it changes a lot. So I made episode 12 a double elimination, which wasn't the case originally because this is where we want to get rid of that extra person that wasn't injured. So this is the elimination order and how I think season 1 have gone. If Riya told Rosa Maria and the Lake about her idol. So you could see why Riya decided not to tell them because they would have been in the final 4. So yeah, peace for all.